Very good afternoon, my dearest Toastmasters and guests. I hope you all are very excited today because I definitely am. Every single time I attend a competition like this, I realize that a competition is not only a place to showcase your speaking abilities and style, but it's also an opportunity to learn from a lot of other brilliant speakers. And it's nerve-wracking experience for all the participants, which I completely understand. But today, my friends, when you deliver your speeches, have an intent of enjoying yourself to the fullest. Because we do our best when we enjoy doing something, don't we? Own those 7 minutes and talk like there's no tomorrow because you have no idea how many people you're going to inspire today. My name is Vatsala and I am your Sergeant at Arms. I welcome you all to Division G International Speech Contest. Let us now look at the online meeting statement. By attending this Division G International Speech Contest, you agree to the privacy policy of Toastmasters International, as well as the associated remote hosting service. Some of your personal information, such as name, image, and any shared messages, may be shared with other meeting participants and will be recorded by Toastmasters International, who may use the recording in the future as it sees fit. Your remote attendance hereby discharges Toastmaster International from all claims, demands, rights, promises, damages, and liabilities arising out of or in connection with the use or distribution of said video recordings, including but not limited to any claims for invasion of privacy, appropriation of likeness, or defamation. Let us also look at the rules of the meetings. The meeting will be recorded by the tech master. The contestants are required to keep their videos on throughout the contest. Please keep your audio on mute at all points unless you're requested to speak. The audience is requested to switch on their videos. I would now introduce our two most wonderful event chairs, Tanuja and Akash. Tanuja has been a past secretary, a VP Education, and currently is the president of JPMC Bangalore Toastmasters Club. She's very adventurous. She loves exploring new possibilities. She's a very passionate traveler and a tracker. She loves music, and interestingly, she also loves to chant Sanskrit shlokas. She has been a Toastmaster for 2 years now. Akash works with Goldman Sachs. He loves to read and take walks. He's a gaming addict, loves watching cricket, and is a huge Formula One fan, and has taken up the hobby of gardening. Now, I hand over this virtual stage to both of you, Tanuja and Akash.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome, Toastmaster Vatsala. A very good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. I, along with my co-event chair, Toastmaster Akash, welcome you all to Grandeur 2.0, the Division G International Speech Contest.
We pick up right where we left off on the 4th of December 2021, which featured Grandeur, where we witnessed some of the best table topic speakers and evaluators fight for the right to represent Division G at Coronation 2021. Now today, I, Toastmaster Akash, along with my co-event chair, Toastmaster Tanuja, and the entire Division G team present to you Grandeur 2.0.
And today we have 7 amazing speeches lined up for the contest. But before we move to the contest, we have 3 special people whom we call the district trio gracing us on this occasion. So let's welcome someone who loves public relations to the core, a Toastmaster since October 2015, and he is the past conference co-chair of Coronation 2017 that was held in Mysore. And he has owned multiple hats, served as area director, club growth director, program quality director, and our current district director of District 92. His hobbies include collecting stamps, coins, and fridge magnets, and he is now working as a facilitator for Cape Gemini's Accelerated Solutions Environment. Let's welcome, with a huge round of thundering applause, distinguished Toastmaster Sagnik Biswas.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tanuja, for that introduction. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Division G's event Grandeur. Now, as we stand here on 8th of May, Division G is the final division meet of the year. And as you all know, we are heading towards our district conference. This journey till here, till this division contest, has been a roller coaster for everyone. All the members, the clubs, the team that is working in the district. It's been an absolutely fantastic ride. And to all the members out there, first of all, I want to see more of you. Okay, there are only like 8 or 9 people that I can see on camera right now. Yes, I can see the contestants coming on. Good time to switch on the camera, contestants. All right. So it's been thank you so much for taking this journey alongside us, because when they talk about the grandeur of a division meet, it is because there are many members, many contestants, many organizers, and of course the Division G team that's behind it. You make it possible. It is with the Division G team led by Mazahir, with Nitin, Ashwin, Nishant, and Madhumita. It's been an exhilarating ride, and I'm sure that what I have seen from my end, and to all the events and all the efforts that they've made. They focused on giving you the right experience, and as long as they do that, it shows that they're committed. And I really want to thank each and every member of this team that has actually given its commitment to serving Division G. Thank you so much, Mazahir and team, for making sure that you stick to your work. And of course, I'd like to see you guys. None of you guys are on cam yet, but it just take a minute and please applaud the efforts of all of them, because they've been working year round to ensure that all of the clubs, all of the members have a great experience. Well done, Division G. And as I always say, 54 more days to go. Let's rock it. Let's kill it. And to all the contestants, here's your chance. Shine and show what grandeur is all about. To the organizers, put up a great show, because I always consider you the backbone of any event. So rock it, have fun. And to all the members, stay and enjoy all the way up till the very end. Thank you so much. And it's back to you, Tanuja.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Sagnik. I'm sure your words have motivated everyone here, including the Division G team, all the contestants, and all the participants of the meeting. Up next, we have another very special person among us. He has been a Sergeant-at-Arms, the VP Ed, and a president of TCS Military Bangalore Toastmasters Club. He's become a distinguished Toastmaster through the traditional path and through the dynamic leadership path in Pathways. He's been a past area director for Area D4 in the year 2018 to 19, and has won the outstanding area director record for the same, recognition for the same. And he's also been the past president's distinguished division director of Division N for the year 2019 to 20. And he's also a past district administration manager of District 92. With all those achievements, with all that, I need to take a quick breath. Toastmasters and guests, please help me in welcoming our club growth director for District 92, distinguished Toastmaster Krishna Prashant.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akash, for that wonderful introduction. And thank you, dear Toastmasters, for making it on a Sunday afternoon. Generally, Sunday afternoon is the time where most of us try to relax and have a sleep, but you didn't take that chance. You are here to attend Division G meet, learn something from in today's meet, and take those learnings with you from this meeting. So one thing, when I think of Division G, the one word that comes into my mind is generous. The Division G, the leaders of Division G and the members of Division G are always generous in supporting the club meetings of the clubs that are in this division and outside the division. You talk about your division director, Division G director Mazahir, who goes and supports whenever there is a demo meeting, whenever we require him in any of the initiatives in the district, he's always there. You talk about your area directors, you talk about Nitin, who went all the way to Elahanka to support a demo meeting. You talk about your area director, Madhumita, who has stepped up to take up the role of a mentor in a club, which is near Hebbal. You talk about your area director, sorry, you talk about your area director, Nishant, who has taken up the initiative of bringing the Rotaract and the Toastmasters together. You talk about your area. Yes, thank you. Sorry, it got muted in between. So you talk about your area director, Ashwin R. Chandran, who goes all the way to support the meetings you talk about in ORR or in Whitefield. So you talk about any of your division leaders. So they're always there to help and support, not just the clubs they have assigned to, but also outside this. So that's why I use this word generous for your division. Today, as many of you might have stepped up to take up the role or any role in today's Division G meet. Yes, you all are doing a great job, because the moment you step outside your comfort zone and you come out of your club and you take up any role in any area contest or division meet, that is the step we are taking to progress ahead in our leadership journey. Yes, continue doing it. And those who are new to Toastmasters, you take inspiration from these people. You step up and take roles wherever you get opportunity. To all the contestants today, give your best and win accolades and win the hearts of the people, and make sure that when we walk out of this division meet, so we go with some certain learning. And to the leaders of Division G and the members of Division G, have great fun. And to the leaders of Division G, thank you for organizing this Division G meet. So wishing you all the success and looking forward to have forward for a great division meet. Thank you so much. Back to you, Toastmaster Akash.
Thank you, Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster Krishna Prashant, for those kind words and encouraging words for the contestants. Today we have 7 of the best speakers of Division G. So each of these 7 contestants have amazingly done well in their clubs and areas. They have practiced hours together, and they are here with us on this most awaited international speech contest of Division G Grandeur 2.0.
The contest would not be possible without a key person involved. This person is a project manager by profession, and she is currently serving as the president of Schneider Electric Toastmasters Club. She is also a division level speech evaluation contest 2021, and she's won that division level contest. One can easily spot her having conversations about books, and especially about Harry Potter. She always looks forward to new experiences and meeting new people. Toastmasters and guests, with a huge round of virtual applause, please help me in welcoming the contest chair for the Division G International Speech Contest 2022. Please give it up for the hardworking Toastmaster Bhargavi.
Thank you so much for the wonderful introduction, event chairs, Toastmaster Akash and Tanuja. Hi, everyone. A very good afternoon. I'm your contest chair for the division level international speech contest of Division G Grandeur 2.0. When people speak of grand things, a grand scheme of things, they're usually referring to something large and something impressive. The inner child in me is really tempted to say the grand things really remind me of magical sparks when I hear of the word grand. So a mix of it all, large, impressive, and something absolutely magical is what Grandeur 2.0 is all about. We're delighted to have with us today all the dignitaries, starting with the District Director, DTM Sagnik Biswas also the CGD, Krishna Prashanti. We also would like to take a moment to acknowledge the presence of all the dignitaries who've joined us today, the Division C Director, Sunil Kumar, and our own Division Director, that's DTM Mazahir Hussain. And we also would like to acknowledge the presence of our wonderful area directors, Director of Area G4, Toastmaster Nitin, Area A2, Nidhi, Area A3, Ankita BM, Area A4, Richa Thakur, Area B1, Rajesh, Area B2, Mudassir Ali, Area B3, Saurav Datta, Area B4, Kritika Sopti, Area C2, Mayusha Reddy, Area C4, Abhishekta, Area D1, Utkarsh Agarwal, Area D2, Vidyut Datta, Area E2, Nancy Goel, Area E3, Yashika Natwani, Area E4, Syed Yasin, Area F1, Madhusudan Toshniwal, Area F2, Nandan Dharini, Area G2, Ashwin R. Chandran, Area H3, Siddharth Shah. And we'd also like to welcome everybody else, all the other dignitaries who will keep joining us and supporting us for a wonderful, wonderful contest. Your presence definitely make this contest all the more better. It's also our pleasure to have with us the chief judge for today's contest, distinguished Toastmaster Shivpriya Gauri, who is a business consultant by profession and a Toastmaster by passion. She's been a Toastmaster since February 2016. She was the District 91 Humorous Speech Contest champion in 2021. She's currently serving District 41 as the administration manager and has served as the district finance manager, division director, and assistant club growth director. Thanks for joining us. We're looking for a wonderful, wonderful contest today. Please put your round of applause for distinguished Toastmaster Shivpriya Gauri, our very own chief judge. With that being said, I now hand over the stage to one of the most important organizer of the contest, that's a contest master for today, Toastmaster Jayesh Gaur. He's currently working in Western Digital as a software engineer, and he currently serves as the president of Western Digital Podium Panache. In his free time, he likes to write poems, short stories, and watch a lot of thriller genre movies. He also loves to travel and is passionate about history. He aims to travel at least 30 countries before he turns 30. That is, of course, if COVID uncle allows. Over to you. Please put your hands together for the contest master, Toastmaster Jayesh Gaur.
Thanks a lot, contest chair, Bhargavi. Thanks a lot for the amazing introduction. I'm Jayesh Gaur, your contest master for the International Speech Contest. Welcome to the Grandeur International Speech Contest of Division G. Purpose of the International Speech Contest is to provide an opportunity for speakers to improve their speaking abilities, to recognize the best as encouragement to all, and to provide an opportunity for us to learn by observing the more skilled speakers who have benefited from the Toastmasters training. We will conduct this contest using the same procedure as Toastmasters International uses in conducting the International Speech Contest online. The winner in today's contest will represent at district level International Speech Contest to be held on Coronation 2022. I shall now read out the International Speech Contest rules for the audience in brief. To be eligible, be a Toastmaster in good standing of a club in good standing. Not presently be an international, district, or area officer, nor have declared the intent to run for such offices. Contestant must have completed at least Project 6 from the Competent Communicator Manual or Level 2 from any path in Pathways. It has been confirmed that all contestants are eligible. The time for International Speech Contest is 5 to 7 minutes. The timing cards will be displayed as follows. Timekeepers, can you please activate the cards as follows? Green card at 5 minutes. Yellow card at 6 minutes. Red card at 7 minutes, which will stay on until the speaker has finished speaking. No notice shall be given should a speaker go over time. Any contestant who speaks for less than 4 minutes 30 seconds or more than 7 minutes 30 seconds will be disqualified. The judges have been instructed not to consider time in their ranking of the speakers. Timing starts with the first word uttered or when the speaker uses any form of gestures or smile or any non-verbal communication to the audience. There will be 1 minute of silence between the speakers. So the judges may complete their ballot sheets and 1 more minute to check the audio and video connectivity of the next contestant. At the end of the contest, the audience are requested to remain silent and seated until Chief Judge and tally counters move to the breakout room finalizing the results. There is a secret tiebreaker judge known only to the Chief Judge. The Chief Judge for today's contest will be distinguished Toastmaster Shivpriya Gauri, and the contest chair will be Toastmaster Bhargavi. Protests will be limited to the judges and contestants only and must be lodged with the Chief Judge or the contest chair prior to the contest closure. The process of raising protests have been briefed to the judges and contestants during the respective briefings. Once the results are announced, there will be no change. Announcement of the contestant winners is final unless the list of winners is announced incorrectly, in which case the Chief Judge, ballot counters, or timers are permitted to immediately interrupt to correct the error. Participation certificates will be handed over towards the end of the contest. Each contestant will be introduced in the following manner: contestant number, contestant name, speech title, contestant name. We have 7 contestants contesting today. The contestant speaking order has been randomly chosen. For the benefit of judges, role players, and the audience, I will now read out the speaking order of the contestant. Contestant number 1, Shreya Singh. Contestant number 2, Balaji GA. Contestant number 3, Vanshika Todi. Contestant number 4, Dheeraj Mukka. Contestant number 5, Narayanan Mahalingam. Contestant number 6, Akash Vashisht. And contestant number 7, Gopika V. Here are a few reminders before we begin. No one will be allowed into the meeting when a contestant is speaking. If you have to join or leave the meeting, please do so during the 2-minute intervals or after the contest. There shall be video recording done for all the contestants. Consent has been taken from all the contestants for the same. Contestants, kindly ensure all electronic noise producing devices such as mobiles, tablets are switched off or turned to silent mode. Let us do that in the next 5 seconds. Thank you. All other participants of the meeting will be put on mute and chat with everyone will be disabled by the moderator. We also request all audience members other than key contest officials to turn off their webcams, as this may slow down internet bandwidth and distract from a clear view of the contestants. The judges, contestants, functionaries, and sergeant-at-arms have been fully briefed on the rules. The contestants have been informed about the timers. I request the Zoom moderator to please move the contestant to the breakout room who have requested to do so. Are there any questions from the contestants or any contest officials before we get started? Chief Judge, shall we begin the contest?
Yes, Mr. Contest Master.
Thanks, Chief Judge. Let us now begin the International Speech Contest of Division G. In order to maintain fairness to each contestant, I now request the audience to maintain silence for 1 minute. Timers, please let us know when the 1 minute has ended. Thank you, timer. Contestant number 1, Shreya Singh, please unmute. I would request you to pin the timers. Do we have contestant number 1, Shreya Singh, with us? I cannot see contestant number 1, Shreya Singh. Is she with us, Zoom moderator?
Yes, I'm here. I was not able to unmute because I think
Okay.
it was disabled. Can you enable the video as well, please?
The contestant number 1, can you please enable your video? And please pin both the timers. We have 2 timers here, Ronak Sinha and Sonia. Can you please pin both the timers?
Sure. I'm not able to pin the timer.
You're unable to pin the timers.
Yeah, I'm not getting an option for that. Yeah, got it.
Oh,
I
got
think
it.
there is.
Great. Yeah, it's you click on the 3 dots, the menu option comes up, and
Yes.
there I think there's an option to add pin.
Yeah, done.
Shreya Singh, are you on video? Unable to see you.
Yes.
So I'm not able to see you, but can the timers and the chief just confirm that they can see contestant number 1, Shreya Singh?
We are able to see contestant number 1, Shreya Singh. Please go ahead.
Okay. Kindly confirm that you have pinned the timers.
I've pinned the timer 1, and that is fine.
Okay, great. Contestant number 1, Shreya Singh, repeat after me. Today is an amazing day to be part of this Toastmasters contest.
Today is an amazing day to be part of this Toastmasters.
Timers and the chief judge, can we confirm that the audio and video connectivity of the contestant is correct? Chief judge, timers, can we confirm that the audio and video check of the contestant is correct and you are able to hear and see her properly?
Yes, the judges have confirmed that the contestant is audible and visible.
Right. Contestant number 1, Shreya Singh. Let's play blind eye. Let's play blind eye. Shreya Singh.
Komal, let's play Doctor. No, I want to play blind eye. No, I want Doctor. Okay, let's play that. Contest chair and my dear fellow Toastmasters. Growing up, Komal was one of my dearest and closest friends. A simple, tender-hearted sweetheart who would obey all my wishes without any questions or contradictions whatsoever. Let's go back to our childhood days and imagine playing a Doctor Pretends game. The whole thrill of the game lies in wearing that toy stethoscope. We did really feel like doctors, didn't we? I loved this game, but never wanted to play the patient. Instead, made Komal the patient every time. And Komal, being the real sweetheart, used to always agree. Komal, do not touch my new kitchen set. You will break it. Okay. Komal, you will not play with Rishu, for I had a fight with her. Okay. Komal, reserve a seat for me tomorrow in the bus. Okay, I'll do that. Our conversations were mostly one-sided. I said, and she did. One particular year, in the month of December, all the kids planned to have a small Christmas party. We wanted to have a bonfire. But parents being parents didn't allow us to play around fire. But forbidden fruits are the sweetest, isn't it? We were determined to have our fun. We sneaked out a matchbox, gathered some twigs, and lit a bonfire. Jingle bells, jingle all the bells. Santa Claus is coming along, riding down his sleigh. All the kids were dancing and making merry. When suddenly, one of the boys shouted, Fire! Fire! We turned to see a girl's skirt on fire. We shrieked. Someone heard and came rushing to help us. And things were under control eventually. What followed after was a long questioning session with all the kids standing in a line. Whose idea was this? Pin drop silence. I am asking, whose idea was this? If you're not letting us know who it was, you are not going out of the house ever again. Silence was engulfing us. In the fear of house arrest, I muttered, Komal. Her eyes welled up, but she stood in silence. And before we even knew it, we heard a crash. After this incident, my parents never let me be around her. At school, the dispersal bell rang. Ding! Last but one to leave the class. Heard some sobs and overheard Komal whispering to herself, why do I flunk even after studying? Did God make me different than others? Why do moms say that I have to be on lifelong medication to be like other kids? I was confused, yet curious to know the answers. On inquiring with my mom, I learned that Komal was diagnosed with mild Down syndrome. Physically, she didn't show any disability, but mentally, she was living the life behind her age. A decade passed by. I had lost touch with Komal and moved on to make new friends. One day at a party, my eyes met a door. Guess who? There she was, dolled up in a salwar kameez. As soon as I saw her, all the good and ugly childhood memories flashed in my mind. I was too embarrassed to talk to my once best friend. I was standing in a corner, constantly debating with myself. Should I talk to her? No. Will she even recognize me? No, I should just say sorry. Suddenly, someone from behind closed my eyes and asked, let's play blind eye. I instantly knew who it was. Komal gave me a long teddy bear hug. This reminded me of how simple, tender-hearted, and forgiving my best friend was. All the guilt that was amassed inside me flowed down as tears. Mentally challenged people are often called specially abled. Indeed, they are specially able. For I know not every one of us here has the ability to hold on to unrequited love for so long, that too without any expectations. It was I who was mentally crippled, for I let ego win over friendship. Little did she remember about my bossy behavior since childhood, or that I took her for granted at so many instances. The immense warmth and love of her soul made me feel really small in this huge world. Dear friends, we all have the power to turn a blind eye to differences, grow above it, and leave our past. Today, I urge that we empower ourselves to cherish unconditional friendship, reciprocate love, and never ever take a friend's support for granted. The next time I meet Komal, I will go from behind, close her eyes, and ask, let's play blind eye. Over to you, contest chair.
Thank you, contestant number 1, Shreya Singh. We shall now observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballot. Timers, please confirm when the 1 minute has ended.
The contest master is on mute.
Yeah, sorry for that. Thank you, timers. Contestant number 2, are you there with us? Please unmute.
Yes, I am there.
Kindly confirm that you have pinned the timers.
Yes,
Please
I have
pinned
pinned
timers.
both. Yeah, I have pinned both the timers.
Great. Contestant number 1, please. Contestant number 2, Balaji GA, please repeat after me. Today is an amazing day to be part of this Toastmasters contest.
Today is an amazing day to be part of this Toastmasters contest.
Chief Judge, timers, can we confirm that the audio and video connectivity of contestant number 2, Balaji GA, is correct? Contestant number 2, Balaji GA, point of failure. Point of failure, Balaji GA.
A few months back, a friend of mine messaged me in WhatsApp. She told me that in my profile picture, I look like someone who holds the key to either protect our planet or destroy the planet. Still, I don't know whether that statement was meant to be a compliment. Then we both were talking about what's happening in our lives. I had recently bought a bonsai tree. You guys might have heard about this term cat mom. The people who pet a cat or a cluster of cats call themselves as cat mom. I sent my friend a picture of my cute little bonsai tree and I told her that I have become a bonsai daddy. She did not share anything about her life and the conversation ended right there. A few days later, the same friend pinged me back in WhatsApp and she invited me for her wedding, which is set to happen in a week. What disappoints me is the fact that while I share fine-grained details of my life with my friends, I had no clue that a friend of mine has been engaged for God knows how long. While my analytical and emotional mind was comparing and analyzing the behaviors, the true self inside me was really happy for her. And also I was happy for the fact that she still considers me as a friend and invited me to her wedding. The problem I have with married friends is that they somehow vanish from your social life. I hope others would have also noticed that. After once they get married, they slowly start gradually vanishing from your social life. And on top of that, they advise you to get married soon. To those friends, my reply is always this. In this context, it means no thanks. So I have been in several zones in my life. I'm not talking about zones like war zones. I'm talking about the relationship zones. For example, I have been in friend zone. I have been in teacher's zone in my college time. I have been in a zone called puppy zone where people treat you like their pet dog. The zone that I hate the most is a zone called well-wisher zone. For those who don't know about well-wisher zone, let me define it. It's a zone where a girl tells you, hey, you are a very great person. I don't know why you are still single. I wish you had a girlfriend. This is the zone I hate the most. This is like saying, let's say a friend comes and says, hey, Balaji, I wish you ate healthy food. Thank you for your wish, but how is the wish going to help? If they are really a good friend of me, they should introduce me to their friends who knows how to cook healthy food so that I can learn from them. Or they should at least buy me a book which has recipes for healthy food. They do neither of these and they simply say, hey, Balaji, I wish you had a girlfriend. So the reply to those friends also same. Yeah, here it means thank you. So you might wonder, like, why am I creeping about my own life, right? So I have heard about even more worse statement. When I got into the first romantic relationship in my life, the first thing she told was, hey, I wish you had an ex-girlfriend. At that time, I never understood what she meant. Why is she wishing that I had been in another relationship? After several breakups, of course, with the same girl, I finally understood what she meant. Today, I'm here not to talk about marriages or relationship. I'm going to talk about what happens after the marriage. People form families, right? I think everybody is part of a family. We all try to live a monotonous life. We agree to what society says and we follows the constructs that are put by the society rather than thinking of our own. I'm here to tell the problems with the family and how it can be improved. Let's take this analogy of computers. In distributed systems, whenever we design a system, we make sure we avoid single point of failure. In any layer of the system that we design, we make sure that there is no single point of failure and we keep redundancies. Let's take google.com. We will have multiple machines on the servers. In fact, there will be missions across the different zones of the world so that if any catastrophe happens in one part of the world, rest of the servers still take traffic. So we keep redundancy and we make sure there is no single point of failure. Why cannot we follow similar concept in human behavior also? And it's a shame. It's really a shame that we have to learn from computers. Same thing happens with family. When a child grows in a family, what happens is the child spends like 90% of its time in the first 3 years at least till it goes to school in the same family. What's the problem with it? Human beings can do mistakes. Not all parents are great. Children go through traumas throughout their childhood, and that is one of the main reasons of all the psychological problems and depressions that for which the root cause is the trauma during the childhood. Why cannot a child have multiple parents? Of course, there will be only one biological parents, but why cannot a child have multiple fathers and mothers? Which makes sure even if some of them have some problems, it will receive very good love and knowledge from rest of the parents. So I request the audience, everyone in the audience to question yourself simple aspects of life like what is love, what is marriage, what is family, and please do what makes sense to you rather than what is told to you by the society. Thank you.
Thank you, contestant number 2. We shall now observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark the ballot. Timers, please confirm when the minute has ended. Thank you, timer. Contestant number 3, please unmute.
Hello.
Please pin the timers and kindly confirm you have pinned the timers. Contestant number 3, Vanshika Todi, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Have you pinned the timers?
Yeah.
Please repeat after me. Today is an amazing day to be part of this Toastmasters contest.
Today is an amazing day to be part of this Toastmasters contest.
Like confirmation from Chief Judge and the timers if the audio and video connectivity of contestant number 3, Vanshika Todi, is appropriate.
Audible.
Thank you, Chief Judge. Contestant number 3, Vanshika Todi. Dear Ma, Vanshika Todi.
There's something special that history and science textbooks cannot teach us. Empathy, compassion, and strength are learned qualities, learned by observing and not just reading. Contest master, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. As I stand here in front of you today, I'm not just a product of two parents, but a symbol of generations. Once upon a time, there was an energetic teenage girl, good student, great friends, living her best life. And suddenly, she was moved in with a 100-year-old couple. Or at least, that's what it felt like. When I was 14, there were two options ahead of us. Either to move in with my grandparents in Kolkata or to have them live with us in Hyderabad. Luckily or not for me, Hyderabad was chosen. If people age fine like wine, then my grandparents were aging like a day-old sabji at best. They were obviously old, needed constant attention. And my mother was so tired of listening to her in-laws rant from far away that she brought them right into her own home. Between the two grandparents who lived with us, there was Ma and Dadaji. I know what you're thinking. The word Ma in Hindi stands for mother, but this isn't the story of motherhood or femininity or even familial relationships. Being only one-fourth genetically connected, I was still 100% influenced by Ma. The eldest of five siblings, Ma did not have the luxury of choice. She was forced to drop her schooling in grade 11 because the family couldn't afford to educate all the kids at once. I remember her telling me once, I could have run any business better than my brothers, but my father said girls should not expect a share. At the age of 20, quite late for her generation, Ma was married to Dadaji. In the 42 years of marriage and the limited time I saw them together, I always wondered, did we even get along with each other? Is arguing an expression of love to them? A few months after they moved in with us, I think April 2015, Ma was diagnosed with lung cancer. No one told her. No one told us kids either. It was like a well-kept secret between my parents, a secret they guarded along with her life like it was a fragile flower, too afraid that it would crush those who love it more than itself. I remember the day I stumbled upon her reports by accident. Father had asked me to fetch something from his room. And as I opened the drawer, like a cat out of the bag, medical bills just spill across the floor. I was stunned as I picked up those papers like pieces of my broken heart and handed them over. It took me a week to process this, almost like I was seeing the word carcinoma written everywhere. If need is the mother of invention, then pretense is the shadow of tragedy. Over the next year, we all became actors, pretending that cancer was not counting down her days and it was business as usual. Once, Ma saw her medical bill and she exclaimed, "This 50,000 rupee bill is of no use to an old woman. Please save it for Vanshika's wedding." And then she laughed. We all laughed because pretense was the shadow of our tragedy. In such situations, the best way to uplift our spirits is by eating ghee-filled desi food. And Ma made the best pav bhaji and bajri ki khichdi for my birthday. I heard legends and stories that the aroma of her cooking would just envelop the tiny building that they used to live in. But this time around, she could barely stand in the kitchen for longer than 20 minutes. It was like a relay between her and my mother, screaming instructions to each other, as if it's a Food Network or Gordon Ramsay show and not just a simple family dinner. As someone said, time and tide wait for no one. The days turned to months, and we did everything as instructed. We conducted pujas and havans for her health and peace, and we even took her on a cross-country trip to meet all of her closest relatives. There was a day she made me smell 13 different perfumes because she wanted to pick the best one for her sister. Such was Ma's empathy, compassion, and strength. I didn't learn it from a book at school, but just by getting to live each day beside her. Dear Toastmasters, I don't narrate this tale to talk of her achievements or our relationship, but to finally put in words the magnificent blessing that was my grandmother. As November 2017 approached, I had spent many late nights in the room next to her, studying for my grades. On a Thursday morning, she says to me, I'll take you to the temple on the weekend. We'll get your books blessed. And on the following Friday morning, instead of her morning prayer bells, tragic news woke us instead. Her warm smile turned forever cold. They used death as a cloak to hide the relief we all felt on behalf of her. She was in a better place, and it was time for us to be too. If I become half the woman Ma was, so strong from within, yet gentle to everyone, I would consider this journey a success and my life well lived. Mother said that if Ma has appeared in your dream, it means that she's going to look after you and protect you for a long, long time. And I'd like to say, I still believe it. Before I conclude, I'd like to quote a few lines that my grandfather wrote for his beloved sparring partner. जाने वाले कभी वापस तो नहीं आते, जाने वालों की सिर्फ याद आती है. जाने वाले कभी वापस तो नहीं आते, जाने वालों की सिर्फ याद आती है. This means that people who go do not get to return, but surely do get to be missed. Thank you, and over to you, Contest Master.
Thank you, contestant number 3. We shall now observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark the ballot. Timers, please let us know when the 1 minute is over. Thank you, timer. Contestant number 4, please unmute. Please pin the timers and kindly confirm when the timers are pinned.
Done.
Sorry?
Done.
Okay, cool. Contestant number 4, please repeat after me. Today is an amazing day to be part of this Toastmasters contest.
Today is an amazing day to be part of this Toastmasters contest.
Can we have an audio and video confirmation from the chief judge and the timers?
Audible and visible.
Thank you, chief judge. Contestant number 4, Dheeraj Mukka. Open up. Open up, Dheeraj Mukka.
Contest Master, you're asking me to open up, but look at the audience. None of them have turned on their videos and opened up. Well, I am a pretty reserved person. I don't open up very easily. But there's only one that can open me up like nothing else. Alcohol. Ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters and guests, I first came across alcohol when I was in my childhood in the movies. They said alcohol consumption is injurious to health. In a few movies that I watched, the men would consume this brown colored liquid and then they would suddenly act unstable. They would walk unstable and they would talk unstable. And then they would create a huge ruckus and hit and abuse the women in the house. I used to think, I don't know whether alcohol consumption is injurious to health, but it is definitely injurious to the women. With whatever sense I had at that age, I decided that I was not gonna drink alcohol in my life. And I had been that way until final year in college when I decided to tag along with a group of friends to a pub. They started drinking their alcoholic mojitos while I was sipping my virgin mojito. They had a few more drinks and after that they became a little unstable, but they did not create any ruckus, nor did they hit or abuse anyone. This was in complete contrast with what was shown in the movies. If anything, they became extremely relaxed and funny. I thought, if this is what happens if I drink, I'm ready to try it. The moment was opportune. I took vodka, poured into my virgin mojito, and downed it. My virgin mojito lost its virginity while I lost my alcoholic virginity. After that, I put aside my pride, took the blender's Sprite, mixed it with Sprite, and despite the taste, I drank it without respite. I became as loose as a goose after I had a peg of Grey Goose vodka. I could feel the alcohol opening me up. I spoke 100 times more than what I would have normally spoken after that. And I had some of the best time of my life. Ever since that experience, I had become a regular, and slowly my habits started changing. Previously, for motivational wisdom, I used to read The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, and I started drinking Old Monk. I went from carrying McDowell's to McDonald's. I was single, but I still celebrated Valentine's Day with Valentine's whiskey. Whenever I was feeling cold, I would not take any medicines, but instead I would go to my uncles who were very warm and welcoming, my uncles Johnny Walker and Jack Daniels. As if tripping on alcohol was not enough, alcohol started seeping into my travel trips as well. I was secretly drinking whenever I came home for holidays. I always thought I was very different from my family, but I realized that we had very similar tastes. We had so much in common. We actually liked the same brands. In the morning, my parents drank Red Label tea. I drank Red Label whiskey. In the evening, my sister ate her favorite bourbon biscuits. I drank bourbon whiskey. And when we all went together outside, we took Baileys with us. They took Bailey's mineral water. I took Bailey's Irish whiskey. Once I was on an international flight with a friend, and the air hostess came and asked me, "Sir, would you like anything to drink?" It was a long flight. I said, "Yeah, I would like to have some whiskey." She said, "Sir, we don't serve alcohol on the flight." And I was disappointed. After a while, I started feeling restless and I started craving the drink even more. And my friend, who noticed my restlessness, who knew that it was not possible to have a drink for another 10 hours, he tried distracting me. He started conversing with me, and we spoke about our childhood, school, college, work, and whatnot. He asked me to try meditating, and I tried that as well in the flight. After a while, I had calmed down and my craving came down. And to further distract myself, I started watching a movie, and there it came again. Alcohol consumption is injurious to health. But this time, it hit me on a different level. It is not only the physical health that could be damaged, but the mental health as well. I realized how drinking for me went from being a fun thing with friends to an addiction. And I was to a point where I was drinking even when I was alone. I felt a little ashamed of myself. Where was that kid who said that he was never going to consume alcohol in his life? As soon as the flight landed, I would have probably headed directly to the duty-free shop, but then I had calmed myself and tried to distract myself away from it. And from then on, I started distracting, resisting, and meditating whenever I was alone and craved a drink. It's been 3 years since that incident on the flight, and I have completely stopped drinking alone, but I still have a good time whenever I'm out with my friends. In those 3 years, I realized that I don't need Imperial Blue to keep my blues away. I don't need to drink Magic Moments vodka to have magical moments in my life. Yes, it's my life. I know I have to make it large, but that's not going to happen if I keep drinking Royal Stag. Ladies and gentlemen, in life, it's all right if alcohol opens you up, but make sure you don't open up alcohol too much. Contest Master.
Thank you, contestant number 4. Shall now observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Timers, please change the cards at the end of 1 minute. Thank you, timer. Contestant number 5, please unmute. I request you to pin the timers and kindly confirm when you have pinned the timers.
Just a minute. Yes, I have pinned the timer 1. I have pinned.
Okay. So you confirm you have pinned the timers.
Yeah.
Contestant number 5, please repeat after me. Today is an amazing day to be part of this Toastmasters contest.
Today is an amazing day to be part of the Toastmasters contest.
Chief Judge and the timers, please confirm the audio and video check of the contestant is correct. Chief Judge, is it correct?
Contestant is audible and visible. Thank you.
Great. Contestant number 5, Narayanan Mahalingam. That one thing. That one thing, Narayanan Mahalingam.
Good evening. And even before I could get a response, I barged open the door and then shot my default, "Hey, hello, how are?" My words froze in the air as my sight landed on a small girl child, say about 5 to 7 years old, in the bed. Medicines and saline bottles needled into her thin, frail arms. Her frail physique and pale face blew the air out of my lung. Madam Contest Chair, Mr. Contest Master, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear guests. Life sometimes gives us the nastiest of beatdowns. We get bruised, beaten, battered, and we look up to that one thing that helps us to be back on our feet. We look up to that one thing that helps us to look in the eye of the storm and kiss it goodbye. A few months ago, I was volunteering in a reputed hospital in Chennai during the pandemic in the patient relationship team. And my job was to check out the needs, requirements of patients and convey to the teams respectively. And that evening, I met Pooja. Pooja was 6 years old, and she was to be operated for a situation called congenital aortic valve stenosis, a condition where the arteries are extremely narrow and hampering the blood flow. With shivers down my spine, I checked with her mother if they need something. She just said no, and they left the room. I had to do this the next day. I walked in hesitantly, preparing to face a child who is going to go under the knife in less than 24 hours or so. And I posed my question. The mother said, no. As I turned back to leave the room, she opened up and said, my daughter is getting operated tomorrow. I had a lump in my throat. The doctors say the survival chances are about 30%. My table topic probably was not good enough. Don't worry, ma'am. She'll be fine, was all I could muster. And when I finally managed to leave the room, I heard a faint, clear voice. Uncle? That was Pooja. Her voice faint but clearly ringing in my ears. I went near the bed. Yes, Pooja. Will they cut open my heart tomorrow? She asked with an absolutely calm demeanor. Ladies and gentlemen, I have faced many questions and I've found answers, but this one was a bolt from the blue. I was torn to pieces and I was cold and numb. And she went on, please tell the doctor not to remove that one thing from my heart. I needed to have it with me. I could comprehend nothing from this. And she went on, you'll be there, right? I shook my head, left the room, pensive and puzzled. The next day was off for me and I wanted to keep my promise. I went to the hospital and got to know that Pooja was already wheeled into the theater. I went to the theater, sat there for about a couple of hours. And after 2.5 hours or so, the theater attendant walked out. I ran to him and checked it. Everything okay, boss? He gave me a pale look and then said, sir, the team is doing whatever they can. And from what I know, if the blood supply gets regularized, the next 30 to 40 minutes, it's fine. If not, we might lose her in the operation table itself. And he walked away. Looking him walk, it seemed as if Pooja's life was ebbing away from my sight. I waited for a few more hours. And then suddenly I could see some movement inside the theater. People going from all the corners to the table, back and forth repeatedly. And suddenly the staff nurse barged out. Looking at me, she said, blood is coming. My heart skipped a beat. What? She said, Pooja's fine. Pooja heart okay? Operation successful. That one thing, it felt like a gush of fresh water on parched lands. Pooja's surgery was successful. 2 days later, I went to meet her in the ward. I got to know that the surgery was extremely complicated. And when the team was just about to give up, Pooja's arteries miraculously sprang to life. And then I remembered her statement to me before the surgery. I asked her, ma'am, what was she trying to tell me that day? That one thing? Pooja's mother was puzzled for a second. She thought about it and then, that one thing, okay. I told my daughter, whenever we have our back to our walls, whenever we have adversity stacked up in front of us, we need to have that one thing in our hearts. We need to have that one thing called faith. Faith in ourselves, faith in people around us. And I guess my daughter took it in verbatim. I looked at Pooja. Pooja's pink skin told me she was recovering and recovering really very well. I went to her and treated her and told, Pooja, the one thing in your heart is really, really strong. And as long as you're going to have it with you, nothing bad is going to happen to you. I wished her good luck. Ladies and gentlemen, Pooja taught me that life is full of uncertainties. We have a challenge every day. And the challenges that we face every day are not the first, definitely not the last. We can win these challenges hands down if we have that one thing called faith. Faith in ourselves, faith in people around us. We can win these challenges clearly with clarity, conviction, courage if we have that one thing in our hearts. If we have that one thing called faith. Pooja helped me rediscover that one thing that I need to have with me. One thing called faith. I found my one thing. Contest Master, how about you? My name is Narayan. Talk to you next time.
Thank you, contestant number 5. We shall now observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark the ballots. Timers, please confirm at the end of the time period. Thank you, timer. Contestant number 6, please unmute and pin the timers.
Yeah, I have unmuted myself and I've pinned the timer.
Yes, we confirm you have pinned the timers. Contestant number 6, please repeat after me. Today is an amazing day to be part of this Toastmasters contest.
Today is an amazing day to be part of this Toastmasters contest.
Can we have an audio and video confirmation from Chief Judge and timers?
The contestant is audible and visible.
Thank you, Chief Judge. Contestant number 6, Akash, Vashisht. You are not good enough. You are not good enough, Akash, Vashisht.
These were the exact same words that my science teacher told me when I was in 8th standard. Contest chair and ladies and gentlemen, my science teacher was a stern person and she was teaching us different types of energies on one fine day when I was in 8th standard. I was giggling with my friends and she spotted me doing that. Once she saw me, she asked me a fundamental question. She wanted to see if I was paying attention in the class, and that's why I asked a fundamental question. She asked me, what's a difference between a windmill and a propeller? I gave a naive answer. I told her, a windmill is driven by the wind, and the propeller drives the wind. After hearing my answer, she was definitely annoyed. Something she was expecting was that a windmill converts one form of energy to another. But no, I gave a naive answer. She came close to my face and she asked me, "You think you're too smart?" She held my collar and she threw me out of the class. While she threw me out of the class, she told me, "Akash, you're not good enough to be in my class. You think you're too smart, but you're one of the most stupid kids in this class. Get out of my face." I was hurt. Something that hurt me more was when I got back to my class, my entire class was laughing at me because even they thought I was stupid. And at that moment, my friends, I thought I was actually not good enough. A lot of years went by and now I was in college. I missed a lot of opportunities to take up new challenges, to take up new learning opportunities. I got an opportunity to be a part of the public speaking club in my college, but no, I passed. I got an opportunity to be on the football team of the college, but no, I passed. Simply because I thought it was not good enough. And all this while, I didn't really know what was pulling me back. I didn't really know that deep down there I was traumatized. However, in third year of my engineering, placement started. I was tanking the placements left, right, and center. I was not even making it to the second round of the interviews. One day, I even tanked my dream company interview. I was distraught and sitting in my room. That evening, I had to go pick up my father from the railway station. So I drove to pick him up. And while coming back, I was driving and I jumped the red signal. That's when my father lost his mind and he yelled at me and asked me, "I've never seen you this restless, Akash. What's going on?" At that moment, my teacher's voice reverberated in my ears when she said, "Akash, you're not good enough." All along the placements, I was worried that I was not good enough and I would not be able to make it through. And that is why I was distracted. That is why I jumped the signal. And I almost collided with a car that day, a near miss. That day, though I missed the collision with the car, my friends, I collided with my reality. And my reality was that I was afraid that I was not good enough. When we got back home, I spoke to my father and I explained him the entire episode. He told me that it was okay to feel miserable about that one incident, but it was not okay to be a miser for the rest of your life. It was okay to have setbacks, but it was not okay to not learn from those setbacks. It was okay to fail, but not okay to delve into your failures. He told me, how can I let the outer noise overpower my inner voice? Outer noise overpower my inner voice. He asked me to shut the door to the outer noise and open your ears to your inner voice. Yes, my friends, shut the door and open your ears. At that moment, I realized that the solution of my problem was indeed in the answer that I gave my teacher on that day in school. That don't be driven by the negative energies. Rather, use your inner voice and strength to propel yourself to new heights. Don't be a windmill driven by the negativities from the outer world. Trust me, however fast a windmill rotates, it stays at the same place. But be a propeller. Use your inner strengths and energies to propel you to your destination. Use your energies in the right direction to propel you to the destination. I started improving. I started getting better. I even got a job in a good company. But did I get my closure? No. A few years later, my school had set up an alumni meet. And now I thought this was my opportunity to confront my worst fear, to go speak to my teacher and tell her that what she did to me that day was not fair. I went to my alumni meet and fortunately met my science teacher. That day she was on a wheelchair because she met with an accident. I shared a few pleasantries with her and point blank, I told her that, ma'am, what you did to me that day was not fair. It was not a good thing to do. She told me, no, that was just an impulsive reaction. I didn't mean to demean you in any sense. An impulsive reaction is what you say? Is this your justification? At that moment, I felt annoyed, simply thinking that so many of us out there would have lost so many good years, would have ruined so many years simply because someone reacted impulsively. At the end of the meet, I was leaving the hall. I saw my teacher's medical assistant taking her on the wheelchair across the hall. He failed to see an obstacle and hit the chair to the obstacle. At that moment, I heard my ma'am yell at the top of her voice and scold the medical assistant. You know what? You are not good enough. At that moment, I felt bad for the medical assistant because my ma'am had yet again reacted impulsively. Well, now, anyone I meet, I tell them that it's okay. If you have your dream job, go apply for it. If you like someone, go ask them out. If you want to learn a new sport at 40, go learn it. But don't sit at your house and tell yourself that you're not good enough. Don't let anyone else tell you that you're not good enough. Because I wouldn't be standing here. I would not be pumping my fist with confidence if I had not shut the doors to the outside world and opened my ears to the inner voice. Now you must be asking me, what's the inner voice? The inner voice, my friends, is Akash, you are good enough. You are good enough, Akash. Contest master.
Thank you, contest number 6. We shall now observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark the ballots. Thank you, timer. Contestant number 7, please unmute and pin the timers.
Yeah, just a moment. Yep, I've pinned the timer.
And contestant number 7. Contestant number 7, please repeat after me. Today is an amazing day to be part of this Toastmasters contest.
Today is an amazing day to be part of this Toastmasters contest.
Can I have an audio and video confirmation from Chief Judge and the timers?
We could hear an echo. Could you please ask her to repeat?
Contestant number 7, please repeat again after me. Today is an amazing day to be part of this Toastmasters contest.
Today is an amazing day to be part of this Toastmasters contest.
Chief Judge, was it audible to you? And the other judges?
We could still hear the echo. Is it possible for you to just open the door behind you? Probably, I think it's the vacuum.
Yeah, just a moment. Will window suffice?
Just try opening.
Is this fine?
Yes, I think it's, just give me 1 minute. Yes, it is better. Could you just repeat the audio video once again?
Please repeat after me, contestant number 7 once again.
Yeah.
Today is an amazing day to be part of this Toastmasters contest.
Today is an amazing day to be part of this Toastmasters contest.
Chief Judge, do I have the audio and video confirmation?
Give me 5 seconds. Yes, the contestant is audible and visible. We can proceed.
Thank you, Chief Judge. Contestant number 7, Gopika V. Look back. Look back, Gopika V.
A lot of times when you're walking, just skipping across the road, you come across an angry dog. Now the dog glares at you, and deep down inside, you're absolutely scared out of your wits. You refuse to look to the left or to the right, and you start power walking because you believe that ignorance is pure bliss. Have you ever walked the corridors of your house at night? Or have you ever ran the red signal and refused to look back, afraid of seeing an angry policeman chasing after you? Toastmasters and guests, how often do you look back and introspect your past? I was in 2nd grade when my family, along with my 3 elder brothers, decided to visit my grandparents in my native. Now, my native is a breathtakingly beautiful place with lush green fields, trees all around, the birds chirping and whatnot. And coming from the city, I loved being outdoors. So one evening, we all decided to play hide and seek after we have tea. So my eldest brother Jay started counting 1, 2, 3, and we all scattered around to find that perfect hiding place. Now, funny story, did you know that houses back in those days did not have walls around them? So basically, we believed that the whole world was our hiding place. One of my brothers held my hand and started running. We jumped fences, we dodged through the gates, we ran into others' backyards. We stole some fruits, we hung around, we climbed trees. But after some time, we started to get bored. And so my brother suggested, Gopika, why don't you wait here and I'll go check the status of the game and come back to get you. Seconds became minutes, and minutes became hours. Nobody came. It was already dark. Slowly, I decided to come out of my hiding place. I was walking in those now lonely roads. I was cold and I was all alone. I could hear the wind whispering to the trees. I saw shadows lurking in the darkness. Suddenly, I heard a sound.
I looked to the left and to the right, but I refused to look back, afraid of what it might be. I ended up crouching down, crying my eyes out, unable to find my way back home. Years later, I visited my native again. I decided to go for a walk, but this time I was not afraid of the dark anymore. Unconsciously, I ended up taking the same route through the fence, over the trees, and into that same hiding place behind those brick walls. I stood there and I smiled at myself, remembering the traumatic experience, and I decided to walk away. It was again dark, and the wind was whispering to me this time. Suddenly, I heard that very same sound, and I froze. But this time, I decided to take a look back. It was an ice cream vendor passing by. At that moment, at that very same moment, something struck inside me. Memories came gushing back, and I could remember and see that little girl in the middle of the road crying her eyes out, looking left and right, unable to find her way back home. But wait, I saw a small boy running towards her with ice cream in his hands. He hugged her tight and apologized for being late. My brother took me on his shoulders and we went back home while I dripped ice cream all over his favorite shirt. Ladies and gentlemen, how many of us are afraid to look back? We believe that it will bring us pain, suffering, bad memories, and whatnot. I urge you all to take a look back. There might be a rainbow at the end of the tunnel, but you can only see it if you're willing to look past those dark moments and look at yourself. I missed out on a bittersweet moment with my brother because I was afraid of myself. I realized that beautiful memories can be hidden even within those very dark moments in your life. But you can only see it if you're willing to push past your fears and your insecurities and take a look back at yourself, at who you are. Are you still afraid to take a look back at yourself? Do you want to take a look at those dark moments? Contest Master, are you going to take a look back today? It's very simple. All you have to do is close your eyes, take a deep breath, and over to you.
Thank you, contestant number 7. We shall now observe 2 minutes of silence for the judges to mark their ballots and tally their scores. Timers, please let us know when 2 minutes have ended. Thank you, timer. Chief Judge, can we move you and tally counters to the breakout room? Chief Judge, can I get a confirmation from you? Can we move you and tally counters to the breakout room?
Yes, it's already done.
Okay, already done. Great. So after the people have moved to the breakout room, now let us present the participation certificates. I'll request contestant number 1 to switch on the video so we can have the photographs. Snapshots can be taken with the participation certificates. Do we have Shreya Singh on video? Contestant number 1, can we please come on video? Thank you. Zoom moderator, please let us know when the screenshot has been taken with the certificates. Has the screenshot been taken? Requesting this chair to come on video. Okay. So I've got confirmation from the Zoom moderator that the screenshot has been taken. Thank you, contestant number 1, Shreya Singh. Contestant number 2, Balaji GA, please come on video for the participation certificates.
I'm not able to turn on my video. Yeah.
Sorry, you're
I'm
not able to.
Yeah, now I can. Yes, co-host has enabled it. Let me start it.
Okay, sure. Yeah, now I'm able to see you. Great. Zoom moderator, please let us know when the screenshot has been taken.
Done.
Thank you, Zoom moderator. Thank you, contestant number 2. Now, can we have contestant number 3, Vanshika Todi? Please switch on your video for the participation certificates. Yeah, I think we have her on video.
Yep, I'm here.
Great. Zoom moderator, please confirm when the screenshot has been taken.
Done.
Thank you, Zoom moderator. Thank you, contestant number 3. Next up, we have contestant number 4, Dheeraj Mukka. Please come on video for the participation certificates.
Yep.
Please confirm when the screenshot has been taken. Contestant Zoom moderator, has a screenshot been taken?
Give me a minute.
Sure.
Yeah, done.
Thank you, Zoom moderator. Thank you, contestant number 4. Next up, can we have contestant number 5, So moderator, please confirm to me when the screenshot has been taken.
Done.
Thank you, Zoom moderator. Thank you, that's number 5. Next up, can we have contestant number 6, Akash Vashisht? Please switch on your video. Great, we have Akash with us. Please confirm when the screenshot has been taken.
Done.
Thank you, Zoom moderator. So can we have contestant number 7, Gopika V? Please switch on your video. Here we have Gopika with us.
Done.
Great. Thank you, contestant number 7. Thank you, Zoom moderator. Participation certificates have been done. Do we have Chief Judge back in the room with us?
Not yet.
Not yet. Meanwhile, I'll ask experience of all the contestants. For instance, contestant number 7, you were on the video last. Contestant number 7, can you share your experience of this particular contest with us? Things that you learned, how you prepared for it, a little bit about us.
Am I audible?
Yeah, surely you are.
It is good, but I feel like, I could have done better as every other contestant feels every time. But other than that, it's a good experience to be back in the division, and contesting for my area and representing. So it's always a great experience. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you, contestant number 7. Contestant number 6, in that order, why not? Contestant number 6, can you let us know how was your experience? Maybe some things you learned, some things that helped you during this contest.
Hey, I'm contestant number 6, right? Or am I 7?
Yes, you are. Akash Vashisht, you are contestant number 6.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I totally resonate with what Gopika just said. It's always, you always feel you could have done better. And one thing is the caliber of speakers at this stage is so high, you will always feel that you could have done better. So yeah, I wouldn't say I'm happy with my performance, but there's so much to learn from this. And I am definitely looking forward to make some friends and perhaps learn more things about public speaking from them. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, contestant number 6. Surely this contest we require. The level is too high and we have to keep learning. Contestant number 5, can you share your experience with us? Maybe give us a feedback. How was the contest for you? Things you learned?
It was a lovely experience. If I may say so, this was my first attempt at the division level. I usually hang around that, the area contest. I stop at being the first runner-up or the second runner-up, and this was my first entry into being division contest. And I should place my sincere appreciation and acknowledgement to each and every member of the contest team. Running contest, especially at this point in time where we are all online, it's very easy. It's easy said than done. So kudos to each and every member there. I know the team really enjoying. They're having fun. I could sense it. So happy and so proud to be a part of this particular division, and I really had fun. I had fun. Kudos to each and every one of you. I will remember this for a very, very, very long time. Yeah.
Thanks. It was great to hear from you, contestant number 5. Can we hear from contestant number 4 now? How was your experience?
Yeah. It was definitely fun. I mean, more than contesting and winning the contest, it's more about speaking and learning. But I mean, from since I've become a Toastmaster, I think I was only part of the physical contest once, and I would truly love to get back into the physical space, and it's a totally different game altogether. So I'm definitely looking forward to meeting people in person in the future.
Thank you, contestant number 4. That's something I echo, and that's feeling I echo too, because I have never been in an offline Toastmaster meeting at all since my entire time here. But yeah, hopefully in the coming weeks, things will start improving and we'll have an offline meeting also, in offline contests. Contestant number 3, can we hear from you? How was your experience? Some things you learned from this contest? Yeah, thank you.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. So to be very honest, this is also my first attempt at a division contest. So I didn't know what to expect when I started off with it. And thankfully, I got to hear all the different speeches. Usually I stay in breakout rooms, but today I was like, let's take this as a challenge and listen to how other people also do. And it was such a great experience. Everyone had such great stories and such great ways of telling those stories. I think definitely I've learned the most in today's session, and I'm looking forward to so much more. So thank you.
And contestant number 3, it was great to hear from you. Can we hear from contestant number 2 about your experience of today's contest and things you learned?
Yes, it was fun. I loved to hear all the other contestants' speech. I felt I could have done much better and I should have prepared much better. It's a learning for me. That's always have been learning for me, that to prepare much before and better. Hopefully, at some point of day, I would have time to prepare much earlier and deliver it better.
Thank you, it was great to hear from you. Now, can we finally hear from the contestant number 1, Shreya Singh? How was your experience from the contest and things you learned?
Go on, and then when you back, you feel so excited and pumped up and so happy that you did it. So satisfying, the whole feeling, and I absolutely love it. I see it as a thrill. So that's there. Plus, an opportunity to listen to such fabulous speaker and to get some messages back home. You actually learn from each of the speeches, right? You get a very strong message, which can help us develop more. So that's the thing I love about these contests and amazing speakers here. Also, thanks to each of the team members here who have pulled this together with such grandeur. So yeah, that's all.
And contestant number 1, it was great to hear from you. It was amazing to be part of this contest from my side too. Do we have Chief Judge back with us from the breakout room? Yeah, I think she's not with us currently. In that case, I would like to hear more from you. The contestant. Yeah, Mazahir.
Hold on.
Sorry, Mazahir, I was not able to hear. Were you saying
Hold
something?
on, please hold on.
Hold on. Okay, let's wait for a couple more minutes until the Chief Judge joins us back.
Sonia, as a timer, you back from the breakout room, Sonia?
Yes.
Thank you. Do we have another telecounter who's also back from the breakout room to the main room? Telecounter, if you can hear. And we'll wait for Jaish, we'll wait for CJ. Until then, let's just maintain silence. I'm sorry. Apologize, crowd.
I'm not able to hear you properly. Can you repeat in louder tone? Sorry.
Sure. Requesting you to hold on unless Division Chief Judge comes back. No other agenda. Yes. Raja, stop it.
Is there?
Thank you. Thank you. That's good. Thank you. That was a nice way of you interrupting me, Raja. Hold on. Right. Jaish, if you can hear me, I didn't mean to use my energy for this. I will have my segment where I will use my energy. I'm requesting Division Chief Judge to come back. Whenever she is, she will let us know. So hold on. Do not do anything else. We'll wait. Meanwhile, I can see that host has given the right for us to switch on your videos. So it'll be nice to have people on video. We can see your profile picture. It'll be nice to see you on video as well.
Yeah, actually, everyone should come on video. We can have some kind of more.
Meanwhile, I request our division PR, Saurav and Nutan, if you guys are here, please take screenshot, guys. The pose that you will give now will be on Division G's Instagram. I'm requesting contestants to switch on their videos also. Out of all contestants,
best poses.
Yeah, best poses. Okay, now
CJ is back.
Thank you, Vignesh. I would still request PR to take a screenshot. So guys, please switch on, and I'll wait for CJ to come back and give a confirmation to Jaish.
Can Zoom moderator take the picture? I was doing some background work. Zoom moderator, can you confirm?
Just give me 1 minute. Page 1 taken.
Was I or just on one page?
Page 2 taken. Yeah, images have been taken.
Thank you, so moderator. So do you have teachers back with us? Great.
Yes, she is.
Thank you.
You may now conclude the contest.
Thank you. With this, I'm pleased to announce that Grandeur International Speech Contest of Division G has come to an end. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a thundering round of applause for all the contestants. It has indeed been a great learning experience and an absolute pleasure conducting this contest. And you have been a wonderful audience. Please give it up for yourself. Thank you one and all. I'll hand over to contest chair, Toastmaster Bhargavi.
Thank you so much, Contest Master Jayesh. It was such an incredible amount of energy that we witnessed from all the contestants. Now we move forward for a special segment. We have with us Toastmaster Suparna Bose. She works as a functional consultant at Operation Solutions in Airbus. She's been part of Toastmasters for 2.5 years now, and she's also served as the Associate Area Director of Area D2 and the President of Airbus India Toastmasters Club during the term 2020-2021. She's currently serving as the Division PR Manager as part of Cystic 92 PR team and as the Coronation PR Chair for 2021-2022. Challenging the status quo, innovation at workplace, and commitment to being a better version of herself every day is what drives her. I now call upon Toastmaster Suparna Bose. Over to you for a special segment.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bhargavi. And before I start, I would request tech team to please share the video. Thank you so much. And good afternoon, everybody. This is Suparna Bose. I am the PR Chair for Coronation 2022. And I know most of you here would be expecting Anto to be here because she's the one doing the division promotions. And some of you might think, oh, this is not how Anto looks. Yes, this is not Anto, this is Suparna. And I am promoting today on behalf of her because she's not feeling well. But she definitely has a message for all of you, which is her signature line. Have you registered for Coronation? How many of you have registered? Please unmute and let me know. Awesome. So Nivi says she has registered. Okay. So for those who have not registered and are not aware of what Coronation is, so first thing, as Toastmasters, some of you who have recently joined Toastmasters, this is for you. You might have joined this club or any club for that matter for your own personal reasons. One could be that you want to be good at public speaking. Another could be that you want to widen your professional and personal network. Another is that you want to improve on your leadership skills. So when I talk about network, that is what we are focusing on in this year's coronation. So do all of you know what is the theme for this year's coronation? Anyone can tell me?
Nexus connect.
Creating the connections. Okay, so that is the tagline, but the theme is Nexus. That's the correct answer. So the reason why we have kept this year's theme as Nexus is because of two things. One is that we want to celebrate the network that we have been able to build being a part of Toastmasters as an organization. And second is that the way we are all connected today, you and me, right now I'm at my home, you're at your home, and we are all connected through a virtual network, and that's a nexus. So that is the reason why we came up with this theme, and the tagline says, celebrating the connections. So coming to the reasons why you should be joining this year's coronation. So as I said previously, coronation is the annual conference of District 92, and we are going to have various sections in the conference. It's put up on 3 different dates, which is 22nd May, 28th, and 29th. And on all the 3 days, we are going to have some really great speeches from our contestants in terms of the international speech contest, the evaluation contest, and the table topics contest. But wait, not just that. You also get to witness these keynote sessions by some of our eminent speakers. And you also get to attend some entertaining workshops and events. So be there on 22nd, 28th, and 29th at Coronation 2022 to experience the whole lot of this bundle of fun and joy. And while most of you might be thinking how to register, well, the QR code has been displayed on the screen, so please feel free to scan it. While for those who want to do it in the conventional way, I can put up the link in the chat box. Tech team, could you please give me the co-host access? Yeah, thank you. So while I put up the registration link on the chat box, I would utilize this time for any kind of questions that you have regarding this year's coronation. So as you know, the conference mode is going to be online. And yes, it kind of hurts some of us because right now, the pandemic is almost coming to an end. And why are we still sticking on to an online mode? Why can't we go offline? A lot of questions people have been asking us. So one of the major reasons why we are still online this year is because of the previous contests that were held last year. So our contestants who are proceeding towards the district level, they have all contested in the online mode. And it would be unfair to get them suddenly shift into the in-person format and make them prepare. So that is one of the reasons why we don't want to be unfair to our contestants, and we want to give them that comfort, that ease with which they had contested. So that is one of the reasons. And yes, definitely we have plans of having some kind of a hybrid model where people can still attend our events in an in-person format and go through the contest in the online mode, but that is yet to be revealed. And along with that, we also have our speakers revealed starting tomorrow. Okay, so most of you have been asking us. So we have a segment in our social media pages on Instagram where we have something called Ask Me Anything. And most of you ask this question: when are the speakers going to be revealed? What kind of workshops are we going to have this time? And all of those details will be put up in our pages from tomorrow. So keep an eye on our Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn pages and stay updated. Along with that, we also have a Telegram channel, and you could join the channel and stay updated on the events that are going to happen on 22nd, 28th, and 29th with the live updates of who the speaker is, has the speaker joined the Zoom room, what are they talking about, and all those details. Okay. So give me some time and I will share the links in the chat box. So start registering yourselves and I hope to see you all on these 3 days. So with that, I would give back the stage to the contest chair, Toastmaster Faculty.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Suparna. After that wonderful video and a wonderful context for coordination, I think most of us can't wait to register and be there. So see you all there very, very soon. Having said that, now we come to another segment. You've seen this was a wonderful and a successful contest, and it was possible because of the efforts that's gone into it by the role takers, by the organizing committee. I would now request the Zoom moderators to spotlight the chief judge, and also the role taker certificate will be shared. So I request all the role takers, when the certificates are shared, to come on video and so that we can take a picture. I'll start sharing my screen, and I also request all of you to applaud and cheer for all the role takers today. Is my screen visible? Yeah. Okay. So we have with us our wonderful event chair, and who's put so much effort, who's been very hardworking, coordinating all the role takers together. So please unmute and clap for our event chair, Toastmaster Akash. And we also have with us another event chair, which is Toastmaster Tanuja. Both of them have put great efforts into coordinating all the dry runs and coordinating each and every little tiny detail that has gone into it. You've seen wonderful posters, so many posters for all the contestants, role takers, and the core committee. And we must thank the PR chair for the event, that is Toastmaster Nuthan. And we also have with us Toastmaster Saurav as another PR chair. We have with us a tally counter, that's Toastmaster Polemy. We have with us our wonderful Zoom moderators who's taken care of pinning, unpinning, spotlighting, sharing screen, giving everybody the co-host access with so many people participating. We have with us another of the Zoom moderator, that's Toastmaster Raja. And as you know, in a contest, timing is something that we're all these contestants are very scared of, and we need to ensure that all the right cards at the right time are shown. We have with us one of the timers, that is Toastmaster Ronak. And we also have with us another of the timer, that's Toastmaster Sonia. And we have with us our wonderful contest master who's conducted the contest very smoothly, Toastmaster Jayesh. And we started our event with a great amount of incredible energy. You saw our SAA, Toastmaster Vatsala. We also have with us our program chair, Toastmaster Gautam. Thank you all for cheering up with our role takers. Thank you all for your wonderful efforts that's gone into making this a very successful show. With that being said, I now call upon our wonderful division director, that is DTM Mazahir. He is a passionate trekker, Formula One enthusiast, and has been a Toastmaster for more than 5 years. He's the winner of Evaluation, International Speech and Table Topics Contest in area level contest. He served as the past president of JPMC Bangalore Toastmasters Club and also the area director. Over to you, our division director, DTM Mazahir.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bhargavi. Really appreciate that. Zoom moderator, if you can please unspotlight me, remove the spotlight from me. Thank you so much. I would first of all request everybody, all 44 of you, if possible, or at least maximum amount of people, to please switch on your videos. Jayesh, can you hear me okay? You had a doubt if you can't. Yep. All right. Super. Thank you. Good to see you, Madhu. Good to see you, Ronak. Good to see you, Akash. Good to see you, people. Good to see you, Nitin. Thank you. Raja, thank you. Finally. Dheeraj, thank you. Now I'll be stop taking name, otherwise I'll just go on taking name and then my time will be over. My name is Mazahir and I'm currently serving as a Division G director. What a special moment and a privilege to be called as a division director for this amazing division. Reason why I'm saying that, you will keep hearing compliments and good things about your clubs, your members, your area directors, and your entire team, whosoever is there. But we hardly get an opportunity to do it once as a group. So for now, let's take that opportunity and show some love for every member, for every executive committee member in Division G, for everybody part of the extended team, your area directors, your extended division team, everybody present right here, and for contestants, definitely. When I started my journey as a division director last year, 2021 in July, I thought things gonna be all right. I thought we will be soon moving to the hybrid function, and our agendas were very different. Unless the time showed us that how unprepared things could be, and we all were swamped with the second wave that happened, and there were so many things which came unplanned. We were together in this entire roller coaster ride with your extended team, with your area director, with your club members, with your executive committee, and everybody. You have shown a great amount of support. So I would like to give you a huge round of applause to everybody who's available here from Division G. Thank you. In case if there is anybody who has, and I know for the very fact that there are many people who are sitting right here in this room. I don't want to go on naming people, but you're smiling when I say this, and I want you to smile. Your support has made clubs in Division G the way and the place where they are right now. So give a round of applause for all those people. I want to thank a couple of area directors who are sitting right here, they helped us tremendously in reviving and helping our clubs within Division G. It won't have been possible without you. The amount of collaboration that we all do with anybody, with let's say just another club, just another area, just another division, just another district, it is only possible because of the kind of support that you show towards your leader and otherwise. I'm really glad when today I sit here and talk to you and interact with you as a Division G director, because it's you who made this possible. It's you who made this entire roller coaster journey go really smooth. We are on, sitting right here. This is 8th of May, right? June 30th is when the term gets over. I don't think so, and I probably say this on behalf of the entire team, that we could have asked for better people. I don't think so we could have asked for better club leaders. I don't think so we could have asked for better area directors than people who we are. My vote of thanks supposed to be about the role players, but I'm also focusing on the very basic of it. Because without club members, there are no clubs. And without clubs, there are no areas. And without areas, there is no division. You are the base reason why we all have gathered over here. On that note, I request the co-host or a host to please share slide number 1 for all role players, if possible, while I'm talking. The moment the slide comes. All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Those are the faces, guys. And the reason why we are spotlighting or highlighting them again is because these guys have all come together and they have done their best to pull a great show together. So if you've enjoyed today's contest, it is because of these people right here. So let's give a huge round of applause to every role player there, starting from a Sergeant at Arm, Vatsala, to Contest Master Jayesh, Zoom moderators, Vignesh and Raja. We have telecounter Satyam and Polemy, Sonia and Ronak as timer. Thank you. We'll move on to the second slide. And this is important. Now, if you see people who have worked together and got this thing done for us, there's another set of folks who basically made sure and ensured that we do have things sorted and in place, right? So can I request the second slide to be shared? You might again hear a similar or see a similar name in there in the slide as well. Let's just give a big round of applause to every organizer in here. We have Toastmaster Akash, President, immediate past President Sunshine. We have Tanuja, who's the current president of JPMC. We have president of Ramaya Toastmaster Club, Gautam as a program chair. We have president of Schneider Electric, So you guys must be wondering, all presidents. Anyway, Bhargavi D from Schneider Electric. Then we have Nutan, who's currently serving as a president of Goldman Sachs Walk the Talk Club. We have not a president, but a dear friend and a PR chair, co-PR chair, Toastmasters Saurabh here. Thank you so much, organizers. Nutan, if possible, and whosoever is sharing the screen, to highlight that particular slide where we have all the ADs picture along with me. And that should be like
Give me a sec.
Yeah, take your time for that. The reason why the third slide is coming, guys, is because we spoke about the contestant, the audience, your club member, executive. We spoke about all the role players in here, and we spoke about organizers. Now there are people who are specially, and okay, you can probably ignore me in there. I'm talking here. Consider me talking over here. Let's have a huge round of applause for Division G1 Director, Area Director, Toastmaster Nishan. Area G2 Director, Toastmaster Ashwin. Area G3 Director, Toastmaster Madhumita. And Area G4 Director, Toastmaster Nitin Bhagat. Thank you so much for your love and support throughout the year. I'll keep this vote of thanks, by the way, really small. I'm sure you guys have gone to, Nutan, take the slide off. Thank you. I'm sure you guys have gone to multiple divisions and you have heard like a 15-20 minutes of a vote of thanks that has happened. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to also say I'm the only guy between you and the roles and the results and everything. I will not say that. Instead of that, I would like to request all of you and inform all of you that we will have Division G District 92 will have its last event in the month of June, and most likely, with the help of God and somebody said COVID uncle, hope to have an in-person meeting where we will do a grandeur event, another one, where we'll do a bigger thanks to everybody, because literally that is when we will end our journey. So I don't want to make it like ending a journey and I'm going to remove my badge and put it down right here and say I'm done, because I'm not. Your area directors are not done. Your ex-coms are not done. Your members are not done. And I don't think so anybody else is done until June 30th, 2022 for this particular term. You guys been great. Everybody been great. I would like to especially thank everybody, all 74 plus or 78 around individual who joined. I would like to thank those who are currently in here, 45 of you, for showing your support, for coming on video. Thank you so much. All of me started clapping. I would want to clap. Everybody can clap for each other in here. And with those smiles and clap, let's hand it over to Toastmaster Bhargavi, contest chair. Back to you.
Thank you so much for your wonderful words, DTM Mazahir, our division director. Now we move. Now I request our chief judge, DTM Shivpriya, to share with us her experience, a few words about the contest. Over to you, chief judge.
Thank you so much, Madam Contest Chair. First and foremost, I'm not from District 92, and I wanted to kill myself. So why didn't I come to District 92 before? It's not just about the commitment of the contestants and the exemplary performance today, which touched my hearts, but it's also about how, with a lot of rigor, a lot of commitment, each and every role player puts in their best forward. And that's what is something which distinguishes any good division from a great division. A great division always talks and puts in extra. That is number one. Number two, District 92 has been literally the mother of all the districts in the world, because you have the oldest clubs of the country in District 92. The minute you walk into any of the clubs in the district, you will feel the taste of excellence. And as someone who has visited the clubs in person a few years back before the pandemic, I can vouch for the quality, I can vouch for the commitment, I can vouch for your path towards excellence. So that is definitely even demonstrated after so many years in Division G District 92 contest. I have a few thoughts which I want to share, especially for contestants and for potential contestants. There's one thing which my favorite world champion of public speaking said. It's not about winning trophies. If this was the last thing you have to say in your life, what kind of an impression you would want to leave for your audience? Imagine if it was the last speech that I had to give in that particular stage. What is that one thought which I want to leave my audience with? And that was none other than the World Champion of Public World Championship of Public Speaking champion Mohammad Khatani said. So it's not about winning trophies, but making a change, winning hearts. Some of them can deliver a 5 to 7 minutes amazing speech, maybe make us think, maybe bring in that small change that would lead to massive results. Whereas some of them may actually demonstrate those behaviors by being the best contest chair, by being the best division director, by being the best area director. But the point is, whether it's by your words or by action, you are influencing other people. You are creating a change. You are and have the power to make this world a better place. So with great power comes greater responsibility, and thus we have Toastmasters promise. So please abide with it. And I would also like to say to all the 7 contestants, there might be some of you who may win trophies, but all of you definitely won hearts. And as the first step to winning trophies or hearts, there has been no disqualification on the basis of originality or timing. So congratulations to all the 7 contestants. And now I will not stop you from the final part of the contest, which is the results. Back to you, Madam Contest Chair.
Thank you, Chief Judge, for instilling in us and reminding us what a true spirit of Toastmasters is, what true promise of Toastmasters is. Now I have with me the results. I see it 5:14. I could just use my power and just keep blabbering and not announce the results until a very long time. But I'm a very kind person. I'll just share the results with you. I know it's the most awaited and the exciting part of the entire contest. I now request the Zoom moderator to spotlight the contest master and the chief judge. And as I went and I announce the results, also to spotlight the contestants for the picture as well, the winners for the picture as well. So I'll just start sharing my screen. Okay. Please give me a confirmation once it's visible.
It is visible.
Okay. The second runner-up of Division G International Speech Contest 2022 is Narayanan Mahalingam. Please applaud for the second runner-up, Narayanan Mahalingam. And I request the Zoom moderator to confirm once the picture is taken with the second runner-up.
Can you please spotlight Bhargavi as well? Thank you.
Done.
Okay, thank you for the confirmation. The first runner-up of Division G International Speech Contest 2022 is Akash Vashisht. Please put your hands together for the first runner-up of the Division G International Speech Contest, Toastmaster Akash Vashisht. And Zoom moderator, please give me a confirmation once the picture is taken with the winner.
Done.
Thank you. Now for the most awaited and the most awaited result, the first place winner, the person who will represent Division G at District 92 for International Speech Contest. And the first place goes to Toastmaster Gopika V. Please put your hands together for the first place winner of Division G International Speech Contest.
Done.
Before I hand over the stage to the event chair, I'd like to know from each of you winners how you're feeling. Starting runner-up, Narayanan, would you like to say a few words? I know the contest master has already taken your interviews, but after you win, I would like to know from each of you.
Before I get started, sincere congratulations to our division representatives. You have our absolute backing to go and blaze the trail at the stage in coronation. So good luck to the Division G champ, Gopika. Good luck to you. And let me again place my sincere thanks to the teammates, the organizing committee. I've said this before, and I don't mind saying this again. Easier said than done. It's by no means a simple task to organize a division level event of this scale. Absolutely seamless. This has been, as the Chief just rightly said, this is a place where we kind of experiment and try to see how good we are the next day morning from where we are right now. I hope that I have found my next inching, and hopefully I'll be there sometime down the line. Thanks for giving this opportunity. I'm absolutely honored and humbled. Thanks to you, Madam Constable.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Narayanan. We'd like to hear from the first runner-up, Toastmaster Akash. Would you like to share a few words?
Hey, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm glad I'm elated. I don't know what I have to say, because when I first entered the competition, I felt I will end up either 7th or 8th, because there are 8 contestants. I knew I'm going to be either 7th or 8th. But it's sort of surprising to end up as a first runner. So I'm grateful, and I would like to thank everyone who made it possible. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations to the winner.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Akash. And we'd like to hear from the winner of the International Speech Contest from Division G. How's she feeling?
Hi, Bhargavi. I feel excited and very tense. That's my response. And I would like to thank my home club, Tab. I have Tabsters here, sitting here. That's actually what's happening in the background. But yeah, the area, the division, everyone has been very supportive. So the club has always been supportive. So thank you, each and everyone who's always believed in me and who came to just listen to me speak. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vanshika. With that, I now hand over the stage back to the event chairs, Toastmaster Akash and Toastmaster Tanuja.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhargavi. Wow, what an amazing contest it was. And I'm sure each one of us have enjoyed all the speeches here and has at least one takeaway message from the contest.
The entire Division G team and the two of us would like to extend a heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you all for attending this amazing event and for being such a lovely audience today during a Sunday afternoon, and for sticking with us and witnessing amazing speeches. And without further ado, Zoom moderator, I would like to request you to stop recording. And this is Toastmaster Akash and Toastmaster Tanuja signing off as your event chairs. Zoom moderator, I would like to request you to keep the Zoom line open for anyone who wants to network. Thank you all and have a great evening.